Good morning, children. Yeah. Yesterday in previous class, what we are discussing? In previous classes, we are discussing about plants and animals and different types of body parts. Okay. So, what type of plants we are observing? Herbs, shrubs, creepers, and climbers. Okay. How can you identify the herb? It is a herb. It is a shrub. It is a creeper, and it is a climber because herbs have big stem and it is in green color, and shrubs are woody stems. It can compare to herbs. It is a strong stems, and creepers and climbers also have big stems. Creepers they can grow along the ground, and climbers they can grow. They can depend on the poles or sticks. Okay, and different types of animals. What are the different types of animals? Domestic animals, wild animals, and pet animals. And depending upon their food habits and adaptations, the animals are divided into four types: terrestrial animals and aerial animals, arboreal, aquatic animals. Okay, depending upon food habits, the animals divided into three types: herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores. So, and next topic, different types of body parts. Okay, what are the sense organs we are discussing, and different types of body parts what we are having we are discussing. And next, the digestive system, how it is works, and what are the parts the digestive system have we are discussing. And next, living things and non-living things. What are the living things? Living things and what are the non-living things? Can you remember this? Yes. Living things means they can made naturally. Okay. Man-made things we can call non-living things. Now, after the topic we are discussing what are the air and water, and what are the properties of the air, and what are the uses of the water we are discussing in last class. Okay. So, we are discussing today air and water topic. Remaining topic we are discussing. What is the remaining topic we are discussing today? Okay, children. So, air is made up of some gases like carbon dioxide, oxygen, and nitrogen, hydrogen. Okay. So, all gases present in the air and dust particles also present in the air. On water, it has so many minerals. So, air has divided into the three types: wind, breeze, and storm. Okay. What is the wind? Moving air is called wind. And what is the breeze? When wind moves gently, we can call breeze. Okay. What is storm? When wind moves fastly, we can call storm. And air, any uses of air? We can fill tides and balloons. And see, some places air is used to put out the fire. And see here, water also we are using water to cook the food and to wash clothes, and what we are washing and what we are cleaning we are using water. Okay, these are the uses of the air and water. How many types we are divided in? Air, three types. And what are the resources of water? What are the resources of water? Rivers, seas, and lakes, wells. These are the resources of water. Now we are discussing how air and water we are using in our surroundings. It is a rainy season, you know, children. How the summer and rainy season and winter season, three seasons you know. Summer and rainy season and winter season. How can you divide these three types? Because see here, in summer season and rainy season and winter season. Okay. How we are dividing these three seasons? Depending upon the climatic conditions. Okay. So, in summer we are observing, we are seeing some seas, rivers and lakes that have water. So, in that time, from the heat of the sun, the water changes into the water vapor. Okay. Here see for example, here this is one river you can take. Okay. So you can imagine this is a water. From the heat of the sun, okay, from the heat of the sun, the water changes into the water vapor. Okay, and it can form clouds. Okay, the water changes into water vapor and it can form clouds. Okay, this process we can call evaporation. What is that? Evaporation. Children, what is that? Evaporation. E-V-A-P-O-R-A-T-I-O-N. Evaporation. Okay. When sun rays they are taking here water. This water can changes into the water vapor. Okay. So from the heat of the sun, the water changes into the water vapor and it can form a clouds. What is the evaporation? When water changes into the water vapor. This process we can call evaporation. Water changes into water vapor. Okay children? When water changes into the water vapor, this process we can call evaporation. And next one, condensation. See here we are observing the water can changes into the water vapor. Then in our air, okay, some height the water changes, it will be into cool. Okay. See here condensation. For example, you are taking one apple. Okay. If you have fridge, so in that fridge, freezing, freezing means the water can change into a ice crystals. Okay, water can change into the ice crystals. Ice crystals. This point we can call freezing. Okay, here condensation after it can form the air. See, when water changes into the water vapor, the clouds have tiny ice crystals. Okay, it can form tiny ice crystals. After some days, the ice crystals can be formed up and it can form into a rain. Okay, here condensation means, for example, I am taking water bottle from the fridge. Okay, I am keeping at one side. So after 5 minutes, you are observing some small droplets on the water bottle or glasses in fruits, vegetables. Can you observe in your home? Okay. For example, see here, this is the apple. For example, you can think this is an apple. Now we are taking from the fridge this apple. It can, after 5 minutes, it can form a small droplets on the apple. Okay. After 5 minutes, we can see small droplets on the apple. So this process we can call condensation. Okay. So the ice crystals, the water vapor can change into the ice crystals. Okay, this process we can call condensation. What is the condensation? When we are observing, see here water vapor changes into the clouds and clouds can form into a water droplets. That water droplets process we can call condensation. Here water vapor, ice crystals to water droplets. water droplets. Okay, this process we can call condensation. Now this is the rainy season. We are observing, we are getting rains. How? Because this process is going on. See here, I will show here on pic. See here. For example, you can think here water. Okay, water from rivers, seas, and canals, lakes. Okay, so you can think here water there, and from the clouds, here from the heat of the sun, the water changes into the water vapor, and here form clouds. Okay, and after these clouds changes into the water droplets, and it can form a rain. Okay, and it can form a rain. Okay children, see here, this water from the heat of the sun, the water changes into the water vapor. Okay, this water vapor can form a clouds. In summer this process is going on. After summer these clouds can changes into the water droplets. Okay, because the clouds they are having small ice crystals. Okay, so the clouds they are having small ice crystals, and these clouds they can form into a water droplets, and it can form a rain. How we will get rain? You know this process, evaporation condensation process. The natural process is going on this nature. We can divide this one water cycle. Here see how the process is going on. Water can changes into the water vapor, and it can form a clouds, and these clouds can changes into the water droplets. This is called rain. Okay. So this process we can call water cycle. What is it? Water cycle. Water cycle means in our nature the process of the evaporation and condensation, the rain will form. Okay, it is the cycle month. So after summer, the water changes into the clouds, and the clouds can form into a rain. And after that, the rain. See, some height of the places when we are going to the earth, some height the water can changes into the water droplets. Okay, because the air will be very cool in that place, some certain height. Okay, that's why here winter. See, winter you are observing, night time you are observing leaves. So leaves have small droplets. Okay, because here water vapor changes in the ice crystals they can change into the water droplets. That is the winter season. In winter season you can observe. Okay, in air we are observing small water droplets. Okay, because in that certain heights the air will be cold. After it can form into the ice crystals. Okay, this is the process of the water cycle. So in nature we are observing the water cycle evaporation and condensation. What is the evaporation? The water changes into the water vapor. For example, in your home you have some vessel. Okay, see here. Okay, here you are keeping fire. In the two vessels, they are having water. Okay. Here we don't have fire. Fire means here we are given heat from the water. Observe these two vessels. In your home, you have two vessels. One you don't off the fire, and another one you don't on the fire. Here see, when we are giving heat from this bowl, the water changes into the water vapor. Do you observe any time? For example, your mother heating the water. In that time, the water changes into the water vapor. So this is called water vapor. Okay, this is called water vapor. Okay, this water vapor can changes into the clouds, and these clouds they are having small ice crystals. After some days, the water vapor, then the clouds changes into the water droplets. Then rain. Again, the rain will take the water droplets, and from the rain we are getting water. So that water this will take rivers and seas and remaining water, the sources of the water, they can take the water and again it can form it a water vapor, because from the heat of the sun the water will change into the water vapor. Okay, without sun we can get this process? No. Okay, because from the heat of the sun we can get this process. Okay, from the heat of the sun, the water changes into the water vapor, and again water vapor changes into the water droplets. That water droplets can give the rain. Okay, children. Now you can understand this process. What are the uses of the air and what are the uses of water? You can know. And here, what is the process is going on? What is the water cycle? The process of in nature, the process of evaporation, condensation is going and occur a water cycle. Okay, so this process we can call water cycle. And what is the evaporation? The water can changes into the water vapor. This process we can call evaporation. And what is the condensation? The water can changes into the ice crystals. They can change into the water droplets. Okay, do you observe in your home also? Okay, and next on the freezing. Freezing means the water will form into crystals, ice crystals. Okay, do you observe in your home, in your fridge, you are seeing some ice crystals? How can it form? Because the certain temperature 0 degree centigrade, the water will changes into the freezing. Okay, like ice crystals. Okay, children. This is the process of evaporation and condensation. I will give you a homework for you. Right? What is the evaporation? And condensation. Okay? Right? What is evaporation and condensation? You have to write these two and read the spellings also. Evaporation and condensation and freezing. These spellings also read. Okay, children? I think you understand. Read carefully my these spellings because these are the new words on this topic. Okay? You have to read these and you have to write the answers of this question. Okay, children? Bye.